morning, and thank you for staying tuned to Sunrise Atsu. Welcome to another episode of Wellness, and we continue our conversation on intellectual wellness and emotional intelligence. The last time that we were having this conversation, we were talking about being courageous and being brave. And today we continue it, and today we are talking about mindset and perception. And joining me again is Mr. Philemon Okwong.
Wow.
How are you, Philemon?
I'm fine. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good, good.
Good, good. It's really invigorating and very rejuvenating talking to you.
Oh,
it's like
a pleasure.
It's like drinking an energy drink.
It's a pleasure.
Because we wake up in the morning sometimes just feeling disgruntled, feeling hopeless,
Sure.
feeling unworthy, and just asking ourselves, yeah, Mfachi.
Sure.
Well, why did I wake up? Why am I going to work?
Sure.
Like 1 + 1 is not adding up.
True.
So today's discussion is on mindset and perception.
And perception.
So how does our mindset affect us, our general mental health, and our will to just keep on moving forward?
Wow, the mindset and perception. It's amazing. Allow me to relate. My first book ever that I've ever written was entitled The Mindset and the Mentality of Winners.
Oh, wow. I'm curious. What did you write?
It's the first book, though, yet I've never published it, and other books are published.
Yes.
Because as by then, still, actually I wrote that book before even joining the university way back. You get the point? So if I could think that way, you know, there's something that my wife keeps challenging me. I have a saying that those who watch news never make news. So please, that was my mindset then.
Yes.
I became so determined because I used to tell myself, those who watch news never make news. Because as anybody else, you should be out there to make news.
That's
you get the point. But okay, I was not stopping you from watching news, but as bringing an aspect that never be seated there waiting to hear what happened.
Yes.
We have such kind of people. What has happened? That's a wrong mindset. So when you talk about a mindset here, it's a mindset is a pre-programming of your mind. So that's why there are two words there, mind and set. How you set your mind. So how does a mindset affect your life?
Yes.
It's about what you consume into your mind.
That is very beautiful.
It's what you consume in your mind. Your mind, you know, sometimes back we talked about personality, we talked about character, but let me tell you, your mindset is is an output of what you always input in the mind. If you always think about failure, you'll be very good at failing. If you always think about perfection, you'll always make it perfect. I'm one person when it comes to editing and writing. When you give me a book to read, I don't know. One of the first things I'll see will be a mistake. Because I am programmed to see perfection in everything that I write.
Yes.
You get the point. So what's your mindset? The mindset is the way that is almost so close to perception. How you see things. How you have set your mind to believe that things have to move this way for me in life.
Yes.
That's mindset.
Is it also our environment that attributes to that? You said one thing, and I love this absolutely. What we consume, what we read.
Exactly.
What we watch, the kind of information that we are, taking in at the end of the day affects us. But what about our environment? How about our culture and just how society is set up and all these expectations that it has of people or the different genders? Does that also affect our mindset?
No, way back when you talk about environment, we think about surroundings. The biggest environment we have are people.
That's true.
And let me tell you something, animals will never change your mindset. People will. The kind of building cars and what will never change your mindset. People will. You know, one time I told my friend, I am this curious person. Even when I'm broke, I want to be in a very expensive place.
Hey!
The days I don't have enough money are the days I'm the smartest.
Yes.
Because I want to keep in, it's not good, Sarah, for people to know that you don't have. Have you ever known that? It's not, never allow people to know that you don't have. It's better for them to know that you have. It's better for people to know that you're good or you have.
Keep them guessing.
Keep them guessing. Let them have a much better and positive mindset and attitude about you. When someone knows you don't have, they'll mock you. When someone knows you're not good at doing something, never allow people to know your weakness, but be sure of your weakness.
Some people say it is a strength to show weakness.
It's a weakness to expose your weakness.
Wow.
It's a strength to know and identify your weakness.
All right.
Personally, I have to know my weakness, but I shouldn't expose my weakness to you. My weakness is my enemy's strong point.
That's true.
So why should I pride in showing out my weakness? I'm getting the point. So it's better people to know that you have, that you can.
Yes.
You get a point?
Yes.
When they have a positive mindset and attitude and a perception about you, they'll treat you well. Very true.
So how can one get better and be better and have a better mindset and still keep the same company? Can you still keep the same company, or it's the case of you can't have your cake and eat it?
You see, when you talk about mindset and how you can change it, someone watching us right now, at times when you hear about certain things, people fear. In Uganda, which is the most expensive hotel that we know about? Just give me an example.
I think perhaps the Sheraton.
If someone hears about Sheraton, you know what comes into their mind? You tell someone, let's go for lunch at Sheraton. What do you think about? That place is expensive.
Oh my God, I can't afford it.
I can't afford that. We always tell people nothing is expensive. It's only that you cannot afford. So your mindset is that the place is expensive. To another, it's cheap. So what does it mean? Your mind has been cocooned to think the place is expensive.
Yes.
So to break that mindset, go to that place. Those days, you know what I would do? I would look for these most expensive places and go and buy a soda and sit there and feel the environment and feel that, wow, I've conquered this place. I just wanted to change my mindset that I can actually belong to such place.
Yes.
I belong to such a place. So exposure is very important to the mindset change. Exposure. The mind is an elastic muscle. The more you pull it, the more you stretch it, the more it works for you. So for your mindset exposure, 2, materials that you read, that you listen to. Friends, we talked about that. Association determines elevation. Who is around you?
I love that.
You see that? Who is around you, all that determines. So for your mindset, it's very important to work on your surrounding.
I like that you also shared that exposure can change your mindset.
Very much.
We tend to have biases.
So much.
There are people that are racist. There are people that are have different fears or phobias for certain things or different things. You understand? So I love that you said exposure. Try it out.
Very important.
If you have a bias towards, say, a certain ethnic group, how about you befriend somebody from that group?
The same person, let me give you an example. You know that someone may be bad-mouthing, talking bad about you to somebody, but yet another person will be talking good about another person.
Yes, that's true. And you can't control that.
In this world, people pick what they like about you, and they leave what they don't like. What someone may be liking your negative part, and that's what they'll sell out. Another will love your positive part. So what do? Live your life. Don't mind about what they will say, what they'll think. It's your life. That's all.
That's true.
So that works on your mindset. Set your rules. Set your rules. That's you. Set your rules.
Stay in your lane.
Stay in your lane.
Run your race.
Run your race. That's all. The rest. Actually, it's people who don't run their race and stay in their lanes that tend to focus on other people's lives. So in your mindset, please read, expose yourself, get the right people, get people who challenge you.
Be curious.
Be curious. If you're smartest in your group, leave that group. Because you'll have a sense of arrival. You feel like, I've arrived, I'm the best here. So there'll be nothing much to add yourself.
And to challenge you.
And to challenge you.
That's true.
I actually discourage people in working in one place for more than 5 years. You're listening? Please don't. Move on. Don't. Why? You can do something much more better. You mean your potential is only in that place? No. Change the mindset. The world needs you.
Another very big hindrance to changing mindset is comfortability.
Is what?
Comfortability, people being comfortable.
Very comfortable.
So in your closing remarks, talk to the person who is comfortable right now.
In my closing remarks to you, who has been watching us talking about the mindset and perception. Number one, please live your life. Other people, other people's opinions will never help you. You get the point? Yeah. So live your life, set up your rules, your goals, and what you want to be in life, and live by it. Set out to grow. Change your mindset about what people think. And, the world is looking for pace setters.
That's true.
We know about Facebook. There's one gentleman who came up and created Facebook. Today you're watching CTV. Someone came up to create this CTV here. You're watching this show. Someone came up to host this show. We are waiting for your chance. We are waiting for your opportunity, what you'll change. And that depends on your mindset. If you think it's good, the greatest book that I love says, as a man thinketh, so he is.
Absolutely. And there you heard it. Challenge yourself. Don't be comfortable. Be curious. Expose yourself. Expose yourself to information that is going to challenge your ideologies, your thoughts, your opinions. Keep building, be progressive. There you had it. Thank you so much, Philemon, for joining me again here. It's always wonderful talking to you. And yes, Philemon Okwong, he's an author, an entrepreneur, a businessman, and also a life coach. If the viewer would love to get in touch with you, how could they do that?
Want to get in touch with me, please, you can get me on Twitter at OkwongP. You can also get me using my website, www.okwongphilemon.com. And get me on LinkedIn. The only social media I'm not yet on, please, you need to encourage me, is the likes of TikTok and all that. But I'm on Instagram. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Philemon. And there you have it. That's all I had for you on this segment of intellectual wellness and emotional intelligence. Please go out and apply yourself. Be curious to learn, be curious to develop yourself, and be curious to grow. Change your mindset. We are ever evolving. And like Philemon said, the more you stretch your mind, the more it's going to work for you. Until next time, keep watching Sunrise at Sea. We still have more in store for you. Don't blink.